Welcome, everybody. It is Tuesday, and you just tuned in to Real Laughs on 104.1. I'm your host, James Eon, ready to have a good time tonight. Joining me in studio is Mr. Mike Hurley.
Good to hear your voice, sir.
Thank you so much, man. And we have the godfather of Orlando comedy, Mr. Ken Miller, is in the house.
Son, popping shells in the room, bro.
Your gun sounds like it has COVID-19. Okay.
I'm putting COVID in bitches, son.
Also, my partner in crime, always here with me, got Mr. Miguel Colon Jr. in the house.
My gun got a silencer. Hey, also, you ever fire a weapon with a suppressor on it? It ain't like the movies. It's still loud.
It's loud.
loud.
Yeah.
Like everybody's gonna hear this.
It's like telling a Puerto Rican girl. It's like telling a Puerto Rican chick to whisper. It's still loud.
Yeah, I remember watching the movie A Quiet Place and realizing, man, there's no more Latinos in this world, is there? Gone the first day.
Yo, 100% true story, bro. So we get into Quiet Place and Sean is eating popcorn. And it's like, I was like, Jesus. I said, the monster gonna come in here and kill us, bro. Like,
hey, talking about popcorn. If you want a good snack around town and you're looking for a sweet treat, I recommend Jeremiah's Italian Ice on South Orange Avenue. You guys like Italian Ice?
It's
one of my favorite
desserts. It's my kid's favorite place to go. No joke, man. We go over to Freddy's right next door, but then we go over to Jeremiah's for dessert. They do a great job, man.
I love Italian Ice, man. I know it sounds crazy because like you looking at this body and you're like, sweets, you? But seriously, man.
and you know what they do over there? Like you can get the Italian Ice, or you can get the mix where they do like that spiral thing with like the cream.
They'll do gelato, Italian Ice.
Gelato,
yeah. Oh man,
it's good. It's good. Like after you know, do like the after church whenever that comes back or any kind of events. Oh, talking about events, we got a big event today.
What?
It's James Young's birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday song. It isn't very long. That's it.
Loved it. Thank you.
For James's birthday, Michelle lets him go outside for an hour. He just sits there. He's like, "This is good,
bro."
Yo,
30 minutes.
You get to leave solitaire, bro. You get 1 hour.
She takes the internet restrictions off the computer. Look at what you want.
30 minutes. I get 30 minutes.
How old are you, man? How old?
44.
44.
Ooh,
44, man.
You look young though. Man. You look young though, man. You look in your 30s, man.
All downhill from last year.
Bro. It is, bro.
44. Yeah. You know what that means, James? 44. Match that bra size, B. Your age and them breastises them. Bro.
Hey, so Ken, you know how many free drinks these breastises done got me?
two from me, dog.
Yo.
A couple of Mardi Gras beads too, from what I understand.
That's right.
He's gonna be working at the drive-through strip club, bro.
Hey, if you guys know James's act, you've seen the final routine. We talk about a lot of the show. One of my favorite things for being on the road with James is anytime we get back to the hotel and he goes, "I can't wait to take this bra and panties off."
Yo, real talk. So say after the show and you hanging out and you just got it on
every single time.
Hey, I've said it before on the radio. My biggest fear is we're going to be riding through some like podunk Mississippi town, and we're going to get pulled over by the police, and they're gonna take us to jail because James don't have his driver's license or something. And when we get into processing, I'm realizing they're going to strip search us, and they're going to see James and his brother. At that moment, I'm just going to punch the cop, so I'm in solitary because I don't want to go in with him.
Yeah. That processing officer's like, at first we thought he was just black, so we're going to treat him like that. But now that we found out he's one of those cross-dressers too.
Yeah. We're going to come out of the jail like 2 days later. I'm going to be beat up for punching the cop. James is going to be waving at everybody. Bye, Tyrone. Bye, Ricky. I'm gonna call you, Steven, but don't be blowing up my DMs. You know I'm married.
Yes, I'm gonna email you. I swear to God. Yeah.
So be honest, man. Is this where you saw yourself on your 44th birthday, sitting here?
This is how
in
the
your
gypsy
house?
told him he was gonna die. You know?
It is. It is coming true, bro. Actually, no, man. I did not think I would be doing a radio show at 44, which I'm happy as hell that we're actually doing. I love it. I love everything that I've accidentally fell into, man. A TV show, being a stand-up comedian, and being on a radio show. None of that was planned.
I'm gonna tell you, James. On paper, you're doing good.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
you write it down, you
fire.
you put James and then you put like little bullet points and everything you doing. You
Yeah.
on fire, son.
Yeah,
You on fire, bro.
married for 24 years, 4 kids, 2 of them in college. Hosts a national TV show. Hosts a radio show that's played throughout the country on an app. Stand-up comedian who's booked every week. But then you do some investigating. You know? So your radio shows broadcast from your living rooms now. Oh, yeah. And no more comedy shows. Huh? Okay.
Hey,
all right.
No matter what anybody says about our show, we are still 10 times better than the new Saturday Night Live.
Oh,
Still.
man. Oh, day, man. Oh, day.
That OJ sketch was good, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you see Keenan do the OJ sketch?
Yeah.
When
I saw that.
he was at the ring door. That was actually funny. But the rest of it,
I've told like some of the open mic comics, be like, if you think we're whack, do your set and I'll just play a snippet from our show on stage. I know we're gonna get more laughs.
What I love is James has his own TV show, but it's not quite at Fallon level. You got your own radio show, but you're not like Howard Stern. You're kind of like if Bo Jackson just made it to the minors in every professional sport.
Baby, we the RC Cola of entertainment, okay?
Yeah.
Every time.
RC Cola big in the Carolinas, so they love you there, fam.
So
Amen.
What you know about Mountain Lightning? Nothing.
Yeah. Anywhere you can open carry at the age of 14, we're huge.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right. True. True. I remember we took a trip to the Carolinas, man, and they knew Miguel from the Monster in the Morning.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Carolina Comedy Club, man.
Have you guys ever, you're on stage faking the funk like you a big deal? Because that's what you got to do as a comic. You got to command this stage. You got to make sure everybody knows you're big. And then you walk down and somebody recognizes you and you just get shocked. Like, I spent an hour pretending like I'm the biggest deal in the game. And then somebody's like, I listened to you. And I'm like, you've heard of me? You know?
So James,
Yeah.
for your birthday, how much is Michelle letting you spend of your stimulus check on yourself?
That answer would be 0. Okay.
Oh, wow, that much.
Yeah. It's double what I got to spend last year. It's amazing.
Michelle has been editing out the news. He doesn't even know about these stimulus checks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James
What
didn't even know this.
Talking about?
He didn't know this was a coronavirus lockdown. He just thought Michelle was throwing around some boss power. Nobody's leaving the house. Well, that's what she says.
He's like Bubble Boy. Give me news of the outside world.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for my wife because we make her out to be like such a hard-nosed person, but she's like the sweetest person in the world, man. I love that woman.
She's in the room, isn't she? Like,
No.
Blink twice, James. Blink twice.
That's her. No, that's her. Texting James right now. Whose phone?
I was gonna say, who's got their phone vibrating? Who is that?
That's Michelle going, you better say that, damn it, because I told you. Sorry, that was my phone, everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. James Kidd just comes in. Daddy, Mama said you can't play with your friends no more. I gotta go.
I'm gonna turn my notifications out.
No, all right.
We're gonna lose James's phone again.
We're gonna lose James.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not losing me. I'm still her.
Come on. Watch it. We're all like, what? Wait for it. Wait for it.
Here
no, I'm still here.
Oh, there we go. Look at it.
Oh.
It flipped around.
No, I'm still here.
You said a cartwheel. All right.
Hey, James, when you get a second, man, Harvard University doing free computer classes. Your ass need to go take it.
For seniors.
Listen, it's hard to broadcast on a jitterbug. Okay? Buttons are all the size of stamps.
He got the flip phone. He got one part of the razor up, and he's recording right now.
He got Zach Morris's phone with a Polaroid tip to
phone,
it.
My phone is so old, I'm still on singular. Don't even exist anymore.
His phone is still old. There's a switchboard operator on it.
Yeah.
She's like, one moment, He picks it up. He's like, Ken Miller. 1 moment, sir. Ken Miller, you have a call from the number 3. Do you accept?
So
yeah, put him through. It's his birthday.
How many of you actually got your stimulus checks though?
Yeah, buddy.
Did you get it?
I have not received my stimulus check.
Why not, man? Doesn't everybody get that? Doesn't everybody get that?
I believe
it goes by 10th first, Mike. The lighter you are, that's how you get yours first. Then
yeah,
it moves
I
to
was gonna
darker
say I
shades.
got mine in 2017. So
yeah.
I'm like COVID-19. What's this about? I'm gonna cash it.
Yeah, I got mine like right as soon as they said they were releasing them. We got a direct deposit that Wednesday. Yeah. My brothers are having issues. My brother's been having issues with it. But they got their taxes via check. Mm-hmm. So they were having issues. Wow. So they had to go on the website and put their info in, but we did direct deposit and we got our money, which was dope for us. Because we needed a new fence, and so we used it to buy a new fence.
Your brothers are so hood. They didn't even get a check. They just gave them a re-up.
Yo, they read up their rush card, B.
Yeah,
hey, man, 1,200 on the rush card.
Mm-hmm. They're like, you want 1,200 on the rush card, or you want me to break you off with a package? And they stepped on or nothing. They're like, yeah. I'll take that.
I take the package, B.
Yeah,
I'll take 6 cookies. I'll make it work.
Yeah. I got you a G pack of Red Tops, man.
Yeah, because my brother like I could take this key and make way more than 1,200, dog.
Yeah,
give me that.
That's weird because like I know people are having problems with unemployment, but Miguel, you haven't got the stimulus at all. No follow up. No one's reached out to you.
Nothing. And I wonder if it's because I did my taxes. For last year late. I did them in like December. I had an extension. So I'm wondering if it has anything to do with my extension on my taxes.
Well, they're also saying if you owe child support, you're not getting one. So
I never met my kids. No paper trail.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you why. Yo, you did your taxes at the Sausage Castle. That's what happened.
Yeah, I did with our entertainment lawyer. And I mean, hey, I'm gonna tell you this much. When you got a good accountant and you're sitting there and they're like, well, I'll tell you what. And then all of a sudden you realize you're like, wait a second. I didn't pay anybody ever. And now they owe me money? They're like, that's how it works.
I learned that. This year we actually got a real tax guy. Because I was just doing it myself, TurboTax. Yeah.
When you get that tax guy and he's like, brother, the government owes you for not paying them for years. And I'm like,
yo, bro. It ain't like that for me and Mike. We are all 1099, bro. So every year we dread.
That's what I am, though. You do your own taxes. You do your own taxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, that's what you messed up.
You got to get your tax due, bro. You got to.
No, I had a tax guy.
I'm really dope with these taxes, though.
I had a tax guy for years, and he passed away on me 3 years ago. So now I spent the past 3 years trying to figure out where and how he was hiding things. So now when I go back in, it doesn't look like, oh, you didn't make any of this for 9 years, and now here it all is.
My tax guy started hitting me up, and he was just like, bro, he was like, you go through your receipts. And I'm like handing him receipts, and he's like, oh, look at that. Look at that. And I'm like, what is that?
Have you been on Facebook, though? What's the weirdest thing you've seen people like? I'm saving all my money because I don't know when this is going to end, but I've seen people buying stuff, man. Like,
let's say that. Let's say that when we get right back. Okay, guys, don't go anywhere. More with Real Laughs on 104.1 when we return. All right, guys, welcome back to Real Laughs on 104.1. I am your host, James John. I am joined in studio with Miguel Colon Jr.
What's up, everybody? Looking at this screen, I feel like I should be where Ken is because it should go from like best haircut to worst, and I'm obviously at the worst pile. Like I look like I was behind Saddam in the cave. I'm like, man, everybody looking like Ken's hair is just long, but it don't look all disheveled. Mike's looks good. James, you look good. And then I'm like, hi, I'm Miguel. I'm from Real Life. They don't let me outside anymore. You know what I look like? I look like Captain Lou Albano.
You do. Yes.
Where's Cyndi Lauper? Where's she at?
You need some rubber bands, but you're there. You're there.
That's it. We also got Mr. Mike Hurley in the house. Mike, how you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Believe it or not, you know, I look forward to this all day, talking to you guys, because
It's been rough.
It has been, man. I'll tell you, you get no gauge when you got a 9-year-old and a 6-year-old. Because I'll say something I think is funny and they'll laugh, but then I'll also be like, "Who farted?" and they'll start laughing, and I'm like, "I can't write comedy. I can't write comedy like this. They're too easy an audience, man. They're too easy."
Right.
You're like, none of you guys caught that Monica Lewinsky joke. None of you.
No, Devin. Okay. Also in the studio, we got Mr. Ken Miller in the house. Ken Miller, what's up, buddy?
I'm passed. I passed. I passed, B.
This is like the worst game of Hollywood Squares ever.
I passed, bro. Because you said a certain name and then you said me, and I'm gonna be the one getting all kind of trouble. I passed, B. I passed.
Well, you wrote this whole episode. I mean, I got the script. I got the script right here in front of me, Ken.
Oh man, you're so evil, bro.
Real quick before we go further, Miguel, let us know what restaurants are still open out there for people looking for somewhere to go.
Well, if you're in the Lee Road area, you can go to a restaurant that we all love, and that is Las Spadas. Las Spadas is one of my favorite. It is hands down. It is the best cheesesteak in all of Orlando. And I mean, if you think you know a better one, please feel free. But I'm not talking like some fusion cheesesteak where you're like, I know this one, and they got this artisan mayo spread. I'm talking Philly cheesesteak, wit whiz, sliced sirloin, pressed good bread, delicious Philly cheesesteak. Las Spadas has the best one. They're on Lee Road. Best thing about Las Spadas too is they open at 10:30 in the morning. Because all of us know that sometimes you skip breakfast and you don't want breakfast anymore. And it's getting to that point, and you're like, I feel like a bum, but it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and I want a cheesesteak with an ice cold Coke and some cheese fries. But Las Spadas has got you, and they're still doing drive-through. Hit up Vinny. He's a huge fan of comedy. He's a huge fan of wrestling. He'll talk your ear off. He's a great guy.
He will talk your ear off.
Talk your ear off. Yo, hey, Vinny. Hey, a number of times, Vinny has took my order, made my sandwich, brought it out, sat down with me, and I'm just holding it like, I can't talk.
Bro, I order for the office and go pick up, and I'm like, dude, I gotta get back. That's how I'm talking as I'm going out the door.
And Vinny he's got a story with every wrestler, every comic. Yo, he goes to all the wrestling shows and meets everybody, man. It's a real dope mom and pop spot where you can tell that they care. And I'm not like here's the thing. I want to bring this up too. Everybody need to know nobody's paying us for this. We just want to give shots out to places right now that have been good to us and that we want to help out, because right now with everything going on, man, people think everything's closed. It's not. You want a good cheesesteak? You want to cater for the office? Go to Las Spadas on Lee Road.
Yeah, when I was in the office that day, when I was in that day, not to cut y'all, Mike, my bad. When we were in studio, and I've had Las Spadas. I never had an Italian sub before.
Oh yeah.
And now it's the only thing I get from the Spadas.
Ken, do you remember that tray?
I ate the whole thing, bro.
Guys, he brought a tray like a buffet tray that was 2 gigantic Italian subs. And through the entire 4 episodes we were recording, Ken ate his way through that.
I ate the whole. I was like, man, I've never had an Italian before, dude. The whole thing, and that's the only thing I get now. The Italian sub, you have to get it with extra meat.
Yeah,
because they put more meat on top of the sub, bro.
If you get a Las Spadas cheesesteak, here's the best part: get a fork, because what happens is there's so much meat spilling out the top that you got to use a fork to eat it first, then eat the sandwich. And it's not a whack cheesesteak. This is like a Geno's, a Pat's, a Jim's on South Street cheesesteak. This is a real Philly steak, man.
That was a good shout out, bro.
And you need to go there on time. Go there late for lunch. You're going to be waiting for an hour. Okay?
You know how many times when I worked at the Bonker's office, I'm like, hey, James, I'm in traffic. He's like, why does it sound like you in Las Spadas? And I'm like, and I look, and he's behind me in line. Just give me a dirty look. He's like, go ahead, call the office, tell him I'm late too.
Late too, yeah, bro. You got to go to Las Patas early because it is packed full of people.
Yeah, we do 10:30. I call in at 10:30. I'm
Call
there
it in. Call the order in, man, because you're still gonna wait because it is packed.
Yeah,
and when you go there, tell them Real Laugh sent you. They'll love that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, or just Miguel. But you know.
Just
my friends, okay? I don't know when they're gonna replace me on this show. All right.
We know. So guys, it's too funny, man. It's too funny. Okay, I forgot where we were, guys.
We just started the show.
Yeah.
No, Mike was. Mike, I remember now. Mike was actually going to tell us. We were talking about stimulus checks the segment before, and we've been seeing a lot of people post some things. And Mike, I guess you were going to comment on some of the ways people have been spending their stimulus checks.
No, honestly, like I said, I'm saving mine. Like I'm one of those people. I throw all my money in the bank.
That's not what you're supposed to do with it. You're supposed to stimulate the economy. No.
Let me tell you. I won't know that. I know you don't know this, money bags, but grown up poor, I have a fear of being poor again. So like, I don't buy stuff for myself. I'll buy stuff for my kids, for their mom. But like, I got the same 2 cars I've had since most of you guys have known me, held together with like Band-Aids. Until they can't drive anymore, I can't even bring myself to buy a new car. I have the worst car at the television studio and people rag on me for it. And they're like, but you make more than me. I'm like, yeah, but this car drives and I'm keeping it. So like, I'm just saving because I don't know when this is going to end. But I go on Facebook and I see people that 2 weeks ago were like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to eat next week because my employment, this is ridiculous. And then a week ago, they're posting a picture of them in front of the Nissan dealership with a big bow on a new car. And I'm like, dude, it's not adding up for me here. So have you guys
stimulating the economy, baby?
You can buy groceries and stimulate the economy, man. So have you guys seen anybody buying purchases that you're like, you're going to be starting a GoFundMe in 2 weeks?
Go ahead.
I saw somebody buy a car, but she said she has been saving up for it.
Yeah, but and that 1,200 just put her over the top. Yeah.
Most people on my timeline, they their parents and stuff, they're putting their money to the side. You know, I told y'all last week, me and my wife are lucky. We're still both working. So the stimulus check was just extra money for us, and we needed a new fence. And so we bought a new fence. We really wanted to do something with the yard. So we've been working on the yard. You know, y'all seen me posting about the grass. So we actually took that and put it towards the house.
Well, let me ask you,
which is an investment for us.
What kind of fence did you get? Did you get the wood paneling or did you get like a chain link?
White. We got white.
Mike, nobody buys a chain link fence.
Yeah, nobody does chain link.
You show up and the house has it, and then you know the neighborhood needs to be gentrified.
But no. Did you get like a white picket fence or is it a privacy fence?
The privacy, the PVC.
Okay, and which side is the flat side and which side has the supports? Which side did you put facing into your yard and which side did you put facing out?
The flat side is facing me.
That's ridiculous.
So you're making your neighbors see your supports?
No, that's the back side.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But on this side, no, because it's the PVC. The white one doesn't have a thing. That's
the supports in the middle.
You're talking about wood fence.
Yeah. Okay. So the PVC doesn't have a support.
No.
Because my neighbors just put up a whole new wood fence. They pulled down the old one they had, but they put it up with the supports facing my yard. So now when I mow and trim, I got to go around all the supports. But it's the dumbest way because part of the fence is supposed to be for privacy. And you gave me the sides that makes it easy to climb up and hop your fence.
Yeah, that's supposed to be on their side.
Yeah,
I mean, truthfully, man, it's against code.
It is.
I mean, if you want to be a snitch, let us know right now who we're rolling with.
Here's the thing:
you won't be on next week's show.
It's not against code. It's one of those things. No, it falls into not the proper way, but there's no code against it. They say if you want to keep your neighbors from like basically getting hostile, this guy. You put the flat side facing out, you know?
And I did see people posting a lot, and this kind of warmed my heart. People were posting a lot about buying their high school seniors bigger gifts because they can't go to graduation and they can't go to prom. So people are spending most of their money on their kids getting like a big gift or something more extravagant to try to make up the fact that these kids are depressed because they can't go, dance at a prom or experience graduation.
Bro.
I'm still
that would.
You can't go to prom. You can't walk.
No.
Suck, bro.
No, and you know how black people do graduation, man. They tell everybody
rarely.
Son,
bruh, we go. That's my baby. That's my baby. Yo,
I can tell you something. I thought my mama was gonna go to jail when me and my brother graduated together. And when they said, you don't clap, bruh, they said Dwayne Miller and then Kenneth Miller. The principal was about to take my diploma back. My family was so loud, bro. He was like, bro, I shouldn't even give you this. Like, I should not give you this.
You know what's funny, though? I just love the fact that there's one girl somewhere in Texas who, since she was born, she's been put into every baby pageant. Her mom's groomed her, put her in all these beauty contests. She spent 4 years being nice to everybody just to make sure somewhere in her life she gets prom queen. And now they're like, nope. Nope. I also feel good for the guys like me. I feel good for the guys like me that can now tell their kids 20 years from now when they're over the BS of high school that, like, I didn't go to my prom because, coronavirus, rather than I didn't go to my prom because I couldn't find anyone to go with me. So it's going to work out. It's going to work out for everybody.
Yo, back in the day when I was in high school, prom was cool. We went to prom. But everybody knows prom night special because the after party. Yeah. They can't even party, bro. They can't even go nowhere.
Can't do
That's
nothing,
sad,
bro.
That's sad, man.
You know how many babies aren't going to be born now? The whole world's losing out, man. It's gonna be now. These 18-year-old kids are going to have to finish school and college because so many of them would have been like, I can't because my kid.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I'm a Nick at Night kid. You thought I couldn't get whiter. I grew up watching Nick at Night, things like W. Gills. I lost my virginity. I lost my virginity on prom night because I thought that's what you were supposed to do.
You waited, or that just what happened?
No, I
hope the Patty Duke show was playing in the background when you did it. the cousins and the sisters.
And you know what's ridiculous? You know what's ridiculous?
Green Acres is the place for me.
You ejaculated when the Smothers Brothers came on?
Sad enough, right after it happened, she looked at me and she's like, I think I'm pregnant. So the next day I was worried that I got pregnant because that's how I understood sex worked. Yeah.
Good Lord, Mike.
Yo, that's a junior had that same thing. Junior had lost his virginity at 15, and he said the girl told him she was pregnant. And I was like,
an hour later?
Yeah, I was like, that's not how it worked, kid, like at all.
That's when you just lie and you shake her. You're like, oh, it's gone now.
Miguel, if that worked, I wouldn't have 2 kids sleeping in the next room.
Yo, this gonna be the show. This gonna be the show, bro.
Yeah. Sorry, Casey.
We usually just go right to the edge and look over. Nah, he leapt.
Not me.
He's that kid that your boy threw off the roof.
Extraction.
Yo, son, this dude said just shake her, bro. Yo, B, we gotta go to commercial, James.
Hey guys, don't go anywhere. When we get back, we're gonna talk more Planned Parenthood with Real Laughs.
I don't know why they call that place there because nobody planned.
We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. You are still rocking with Real Laughs on 104.1. I am your host, James Eon. I'm in studio with some very funny guys. We'll start with Mr. Mike Herlihy. What's up, Mike?
Hey, man. Good to see you.
Good to be seen. Good to be heard. We also got the godfather of Orlando comedy. We got Mr. Ken Miller in the house.
What up, Jay?
What up, man? What up?
Happy
What's
birthday,
going on?
Cub.
Thank you. I appreciate you, man. 44. That's right.
44.
Also,
just like them breasts.
Thank you for noticing. All right. Ken, my eyes are up here. Anyway,
Double D.
Also in the studio, got my partner in crime as always, Mr. Miguel Colon Jr. What up, Miguel?
What up, man? Your eyes may be up there, but that is not what I'm ogling. Okay. Let's not make it weird. I got a pair too. Don't make it weird. Don't make it weird.
Right, I won't.
Hey, I want to give a shout out that we come back though to a restaurant in Satellite Beach It's called
Okay.
Long Dogger. They're a hot dog wings restaurant. I've been there one time. Great food. If you're looking for just that kind of hot dogs, wings, good old fashioned fried, almost like fair food, bar food. Check out
Beach
Long
food.
Dogger, beach food for real. And their website is Long Dogger with 2 G's, DOGGER.com. Check them out.
Nice, man. I think we need to head over there. That sounds right.
I'm in there all day. First, we
Okay.
go to the Spotters, though,
All day, every
for the
day.
ride.
All right, last segment we were talking about high school, man. I kind of wanted to peer back in the day to what you guys were like in high school. Now, I know a lot about what Miguel was in high school. He was wheeling, he was dealing, he was running illegal.
At a tattoo parlor,
thing.
guys. We'll talk about that, with friends. Yeah. South Carolina, tattoos were illegal, so we ran a little tattoo parlor out of our house, and I am sure we're the reason a lot of Hep C spread up, but a lot of girls. Oh, here's another thing, too. None of the tattoo artists we had knew any Chinese letters. I want to bring that up. So anything you got on you came from a menu. No lie. We would literally...
There's dudes walking around with General So.
There's girls that I know. There's girls that I know still that have like a little tramp stamp that I know is sweet and sour chicken. Like, you know, like, and she's like telling her friends, she's like, it means courage. I'm like, no, it means curry. You know?
Miguel, how are you not arrested, brother? How are you still walking the streets?
I snitched on everyone.
Yeah.
I just decocted it. Yeah, I was like, and here, once snitching became cool in the mid 2000s, I was like, and here I was following the G code in the 90s. What an idiot!
Miguel probably ain't even your real name.
Nah, he went all San.
It's just Mike, bro.
Yeah,
it was so white. It's Mike.
I couldn't keep track of. They're like, just call him Mike. You know what's weird? Hey, I'll tell you this is weird. Real side note though, and you guys must feel it. I watch all these movies where people are on the run on witness protection, and I think to myself, why do they ever go back to their old neighborhoods? Why would they ever leave, their house? Like 2 days into this quarantine, and I realized because they went stir crazy.
Yeah.
Like that's why they're like, I'm gonna go back to my neighborhood and go get a Philly steak. Because it's like you can't be living in Iowa for 10 years.
I don't mind getting shot if I gotta get out this house. I don't.
Yeah.
25 to life, I'll do it. But I'm about to eat this Spotters. Yeah, you're right.
Now, James, you were a little more. You would get into trouble until like you started really dating Michelle. Like you weren't too wild because your mom's was police, but.
I had to get out a free jail card though. I played sports. I played 3 sports in my high school, and back in the day, if you played sports, you could get out of trouble. Like I was fighting in school, the coach would come by and see. Instead of taking me to the principal, he's like, "Hey man, just walk away." All right, guys. If you played sports and you were good at it, you got away with murder in high school, man. So I never really got in trouble, and I never got like tickets because my mom worked for the sheriff department. So if I was speeding, they'd be like, "James, man, come on, bro. Don't make me take it to your mom." I'm like, "All right, man, my bad." So I would get out of trouble every kind of way, but I wasn't a bad kid. I just, I was a normal teenager. So yeah, man. And in high school, I got along with everybody. I knew how to, maneuver amongst all the different cliques and groups, the jocks, the cheerleaders, the preppy kids, the goth kids back in the day. So I got along with everybody. So I got invited to everything. So I enjoyed the hell out of high school back in the day, man. Unlike my kids don't do anything that we did to have a good time.
Oh
they do nothing.
Son. Look here, man. I'm with you. I played basketball in high school. I was in ROTC. I was the funny guy, I got voted funniest every year. Went to every dance. I had to beg Junior to go to dances. I had to beg Junior to go to. I said, Junior, go to dances, go to football games. I said, this is it. I said, once you're done with this, that's it. It's like real life. Yeah. But then he got sick. But when he came back from that boy was at every dance, every basketball game,
there you go.
Anything. And I told him, I said, dude, for some people, the high school years suck. You know what I mean? Yeah. I had a great high school year. I still think my first 4 years in the military were better than my high school years, but that's a whole nother part. But high school was dope, man. I had a great high school. High school was dope for me, man.
I still got those friends that those friends I made in high school. I still have a close bond
I still got
with those same dudes, man. Yeah,
and every time I come home to do comedy, everybody's from Greensboro. Everybody went to high school is there. Just last week I had a story. You know, one of my rants got posted on the news in Miami.
Congratulations on that.
Thanks, man. Everybody from Greensboro shared it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
they
man.
put my little high school symbol up, and everybody shared it. So, you know, I still get mad love because they think I'm gonna be famous and come home and take care of everybody, and I'm not.
Nah, you ain't doing none of that. Hey, Mike, how about you, man? How was high school for Mike?
Oh man, I gotta tell you,
great. I just told you guys about the Nick at Night prom, right?
This kind of feels like high school because I kind of feel like I'm being bullied and not listened to. So you know,
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, man. You know, it's funny because wasn't a popular kid in middle school, so I didn't have high hopes moving into the majors. You know, and then. Freshman year and sophomore year, I had my core group of friends, but dealt with a little bit of bullying and stuff like that. And then something just happened junior year, man. Like all of a sudden, it was a different time. It was 1993. Nirvana hit. All of a sudden, being weird was like actually considered cool. And then I was the coolest. Like I became slightly popular just because I was a theater kid. I was on the morning news. I had my own show back then, and the way I got that was I walked into television productions, wasn't part of the class, walked in to drop off a note from another teacher, and they didn't have anyone in television productions who wanted to go in front of the camera. They all wanted to be like the tech side of it. So they had a morning news show, but no one to host it. I'm like, I'll do it. Got me out of like high school algebra class every morning. And then, and then I was kind of like you. And after junior year, I was playing hockey. So I had friends that I played, sports with. I was in theater. So I had my theater crew. But then I could pretty much be a part of like every little clique, just kind of pass through. So I was known. I wouldn't say I was popular, but like anyone who went to school with me remembers me. And it's funny now, I did a show at the Sunrise Theater in Fort Pierce a couple of months back.
Love that club.
Beautiful. That big club. Marquee old theater. They put your name out there in lights. They do a great job. And after the show, some kid walks up to me. He's like, man, this is my wife and blah, blah, blah. And I was telling her we would go to high school together. Turned out to be one of the kids who bullied me every day. But here we are, how many years later? And he doesn't remember any of that. He just sees we were kids in high school together, and now I'm taking my wife to see your show and your name's on the marquee. And like part of me just wanted to be like, well, I can't, never mind. I was gonna
I know that like he's there too. He's like, this is Hurley. Man, this kid made me laugh every day. What did you do again? Pride. That was
Pride.
Okay, sorry.
Pride.
Yeah.
Remember how you made the bubbles whenever I put your head in the toilet? Wasn't that good times? That was like
That's great.
Yo, hold up, Mike. Mike, you're from South Florida, right?
Treasure Coast, yeah.
Y'all had hockey down there?
Sure.
Oh,
that's
okay.
wild.
I only knew hockey Midwest and where it's cold at.
Because what happened is like right around the early '90s when the Panthers got a team and everything got to Florida.
Got hockey.
We didn't have a high school team. So you played hockey, but you had to go to a rink and pay like a ton of money to be part of that.
Club game though,
exactly.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Exactly.
I used to get in trouble a lot. I had a lot of fun, and one time on Valentine's Day, I just walked into the office and I had my little boombox. Just walked right up, walked into the back room where they did the announcements, and they're looking at me, and like everybody knows there's no reason I should be in there, but the confidence, I think, just dropped their jaws. Like, what's going on? When I walked into the office, then I closed the door, and all the office ladies got up, and I locked the door, and it had the little glass thing, and I pulled the Andy from Shawshank. I just came on. I was like, because me and Ken shared this. We both wanted to be like Quiet Storm guys. So I got up there and I was like, hey, happy Valentine's Day to all those lovers out there. This one goes out to you. And then I didn't know. I played the Delphonics, Didn't I Blow Your Mind? Because I thought that was a love song, but it's really a breakup song. And I had no clue, though. And I'm like playing it, and it's like, didn't I blow your mind? And they're shaking the door like, open up. And I'm like, I'm just waiting for the song, and then I'm going to get written up. But hold on.
Did you guys have this in your school? They always did it around Valentine's Day. Like your school would let some third party come in and give you forms to fill out, and it was like dating match things.
The computer stuff,
computer stuff, and you had to pay like $5.
Yeah,
and then they would give you your matches. It was like Match.com, the early printable years. I had a girl literally cry because my name ended up as a match. Not in a good way. Not in a good way. Like she was upset because she thought it was going to ruin her social standings.
Not her.
Where are you now? Where are you now, Becky Vanderroos? I have a TV show and a radio show. Where are you?
There you go.
Those kids from Colorado shoot up this school. Oh.
Yeah, we didn't do that. They would have it to where you could buy like carnations and roses.
You guys had
roses.
In North Carolina, you guys got paternity tests.
Yeah,
you guys did it. Yeah.
Hey,
no, we did.
I hate to break your heart, B. I went to an all-white school, bro.
No wonder you made the basketball team.
Yeah. He just walked into school and they were like, "Oh, it's Ken, the captain of the basketball team, and also the one who stole everything next week."
Bro, they still busing kids in North Carolina from poor neighborhoods to rich white schools.
Yeah, they been just busting back home real quick too after the game.
Bro.
Ken, the only black dude playing lacrosse.
And
so I destroy it, right? I just throw the ball.
Yeah.
This is Ken Miller, which makes everything we do here legal.
Yeah. He walked in and he was signing up. And he was like, "Hey, I'm Ken Miller," and they're like, "Coach, your running back's here." You know, but not your quarterback. Not in the '90s. You know,
what's his nickname? It rhymes with quota.
Anytime reporters come to the school, make sure Ken Miller's standing somewhere behind the podium.
Right?
That's wrong. Now, real quick before we go, man, we talked about it last week. I think Ken and Miguel did. What's one thing that you can't live without? You've learned during this pandemic, and what's one thing that you're gonna miss once we go back?
For me, dude, sports. Like I'm missing sports, dude. I actually hooked my Xbox up and started playing 2K.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I haven't played my Xbox in 2 years. I had legit hooked my Xbox up just so I can get some. Bro, this is how bad it is. The ESPN had the NBA players playing horse.
Yeah.
They put a horse on it on TV.
Yes.
We're
gonna go ahead. I was gonna say we're gonna talk a little bit more about that tomorrow, about something I want to ask you guys about because you're sports people. But I just thinking for me, one thing I'm gonna miss once we go back, I'm not gonna know how to be a human being in public because I'm gonna forget to put clothes on. Like I have not worn pants.
Did you see the Ken and Ivory wearing video?
Yeah.
Son.
Yeah. Son. I have not worn pants in 2 months, Ken. I don't know how to do it, bro.
James is gonna be like, "It's hard telling Michelle where I am. I forgot that's something I had to do." Check it in. That's all these text messages James been getting.
Well, guys, I gotta cut us off, man. We gotta go. I just want to thank you guys for another great episode on behalf of Miguel Colon Jr., Ken Miller, and Mike Hurley. Thank you guys for tuning in to Real Laughs. We'll see you guys tomorrow.